Parkway. I'm Mrs. Baker, your principal. Today is Tuesday, August 20th, 2019. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
And now for the moment of silence. You may think or meditate or pray.
Thank you for taking that time. You may now be seated. Today's lunch menu includes Domino's pepperoni pizza, ham and egg chef salad, baked potato with fixings, toasted cheese sandwich, potato smiles, peas, fruit, and yogurt parfait. Today we have a lot of birthdays to celebrate on campus. Happy birthday to Layla Klingenbeard, Sophia Roberts, David Silva Rivera, Carson Coffey, and Mackenzie Delancey Bailey. Be sure to come up to the front office for your birthday pencil. Happy birthday, boys and girls! Now, I'd like to introduce someone very, very special to our school. This is Deputy Smith.
Morning.
Welcome, Deputy Smith.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. So Deputy Smith keeps us very safe here at school. So he's going to tell us a little something about what you do during the day here, Deputy Smith.
Well, we start off our day in the car rider line, and what my biggest job there is to make sure that when the cars are coming up, that nobody is jumping in front of the cars, like coming out of the parking lot and crossing over. That's why you'll notice sometimes I'll throw my hands up and say, stop right where you're at. I need you to be able to stop. I need the cars to know that, you know, we're going to bring them across, and then after that, we can get back to the normal flow. But then also after that, I do a courtesy check of all the exterior doors and windows and make sure that nothing's broke and everything is working the way that it's supposed to be working. And as I'm going around making those checks, I run into several of the classes, and a lot of times the students want to stop and talk to me and say hi to me and so on and so forth, which is great. I love it. I love having conversations with them, and I love dealing with them. But by the same token, if the teacher has them outside doing something that, like moving in some way down the hall, there's a purpose for that. And if I interrupt them, then that throws the teacher off, and that throws the whole program off. What the biggest thing that I need everybody to understand, that whenever the teacher is telling them that they're going from point A to point B and that they got to be quiet, the reason is for, like with our drills. When we're doing our drills and the teacher says we're going from point A to point B and we have to be quiet, the reason behind that is so I know that they know exactly where they're going and what they're doing.
So important.
I have to be able to communicate with the teachers, and I have to be able to communicate with the staff here. So it's very important when you see me in the hall. I love for you to say hi to me. I love for you to speak to me. But if the teacher has you in that quiet mode, let's respect what she has to say or what he has to say, and then I'll talk to you at lunch.
Sounds like a good plan. We are going to have some drills coming up here, so
Yes, we are.
Probably one this week. We'll let you know before we have our first one, because usually our first one we like to practice and learn all of the procedures, and then we'll have some drills this year that will be surprises.
Right, and understand when we do those drills, there's a reason for why we do the drills. There's a saying that your drills are your practices for what's going to happen in reality. And again, I need to know that the teachers and the staff and all of the students here know exactly where to go and what they need to do at any given time. If if something occurs that bothers you about the drill, let's say that you don't like the sound or something like that, that's okay, but just remember that it's a drill for a particular reason. And just like the foul weather or the when we lock down the school or anything like that, what you do in practice is how you're going to do in reality. And so we need everybody to understand that, and we need you to go where you're supposed to go and do what you're supposed to do.
Well, Deputy Smith, thank you for keeping us safe. We love having you here, and we can't even imagine what Magnolia Parkway would be like without you.
Well, I'm tickled to death to be here again, but this is my second year here, and I really look forward to having a great school year.
All right. So if you haven't got to meet Deputy Smith yet, I hope you find the opportunity to do that. And I know you will all love him as much as we do and appreciate how safe he keeps us. All right. Bye, boys and girls. See you next time.
Bye.